Say one and welcome back to more Fates Denied visual novel, which might be the very last episode of this story. This visual novel, it's been a quite long journey so far, but yes, we are Mongol Man versus Saber Woman, and we're gonna dive into this. I'm not so sure about that.
それも時間の問題だ。お前は聖杯を知らぬ。あれの相手は俺でも手こずるのだぞ。お前ならいざ知らず、あのような小僧が1分と持つものか。
Then I'll defeat you in 1 minute and save him.
お前は俺には勝てぬし、あやつでは琴峰に勝てん。配役を誤ったな。お前が聖杯に挑んでいれば、この戦いはお前の勝利だったろう。
The Golden Knight's eyes are not laughing. He is serious. But that is wrong. For Saber, such a choice would be a mistake.
まさかこれが正しい選択だ。私は貴様になど負けぬし、シロはあのような死者には負けない。
Corpse such as that? Huh? Oh wait! Wasn't Kodamina dead yet? Didn't he die? Or how was that in Fate Zero?
まだ出てもいない結果を期待するとは、英雄王の名も地に落ちたというものだ。
At least what I do think it was. Wasn't it something like that in Fate Zero? I don't remember it correctly, so you might need to correct me about that. But yeah.
ほう。減らず口を言うだけの体力は残っていたか。
Space distorts. The number of noble feathers behind Gilgamesh increases.
来るか。
She grips her holy sword once again. Actually, there is a way. There's only one, but there's a way to defeat that Golden Knight. He will not succeed unless several conditions are met. Even if she defeats EA, he will be able to defend against her attack if he has energy left. And the method to defeat EA will remain unknown until she takes a direct hit from it once more. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that won't be working very well. But there is no other way to win. It is a matter of how to grasp that slight chance. Usually she selects the best choices by instinct and follow that view. But right now, she cannot even feel it with her instincts. Probably because the probability of victory is so low, and the chance of comeback is pretty much zero. But still, she must fight. For Shiro, who abandoned his protection to give her back her sheath, she cannot be defeated here by him.
そうか。どうやら決定的な敗北でなければ納得がいかぬと見える。
More weapons appears. They move without Gilgamesh touching them, and they aim at Saber. The weapons whose handles were only visible before all show blades now and awaits their master's order. This is a knight's way of fighting. From the beginning, Gilgamesh has never been a swordsman. These noble phantoms produced in the air became bullets at the master's command. That is why he's called Archer. The servant is an archer with the strongest arrows.
うまく避けろ。なに。運が良ければ手足を串刺す程度であろう。
But that's not good either. It's like machine gun. Artillery! With one command, the Godspeed rain of sword begins. Each one has fatal power. God damn! She eludes every one of them like a falling leaf. A sword from the front, a spear from the left, a polearm from below and above. three-edged sword arcing and attacking from behind. A swing from a hammer bigger than she is. She blocks, repels, dodges, and twists her body away from the last attack. Man, she should have this Kukulane protection from arrows. Wouldn't that work against this? It should do, right? Because these count as projectiles. So, yeah, screw you, Gilgamesh. Kukulane should beat ya, I think. Breathing hard, Saber recovers the stance she was driven out of. In that instant, she sees them behind her enemy. Behind Gilgamesh. The noble phantoms are already reduced. 47 of them. She jumps full force. Many noble phantoms stabs into the ground as not letting her escape. In the rain of noble phantoms, she is hit off time after time. Her armor is destroyed, her gauntlets pierced, and even the piercing covering her feet are pierced. Pieces covering her feet. Saber manages to avoid a fatal wound even in this danger, but then sees the worst thing possible. On the other side of the rain of noble phantasms. As if to finish off a fleeing enemy, Gilgamesh is pulling out his favorite sword. Giga Drill Breaker! Okay, EA, but... She stops her jump. She lands right away and pours magical energy into her holy sword. But will it be in time? Wind roars, the blade of light is revealed, and she raises her sword without waiting for the wind to fully unseal. She does not even bother with the rain of noble phantasms, and swings her holy sword with all the speed possible. But it's too late. Pounding through his own noble phantasm, Gilgamesh swings his swords. Goddamn! I kick away the mucus around my ankle. My claws are burned away and my skin is exposed. I jump back from the striking tentacle. I can't feel my right ankle, and I can't even feel if it's there, but I jump into the open field in front of me. I shake my body as I roll. Ankle, alright, it's still there. I just can't feel it. If it's there, I should be able to run. I jump in a different direction to avoid the striking mud. I hear a splashing sound right next to me. The smell of the ground burning forces my dizzy head awake and... fire runs up my back. I shake it off and jump to an empty space. That must have been the end of this attack. The black mud that was surrounding me has disappeared from view for now. I bite my lip. I ran so much, but in the end, I'm pushed back to here again. I breathe hard and look at him so as not to lose his spirit. Kodomina has not moved at all. He's just watched me run around. No matter how hard I breathe, my heart won't calm down. It's saying it at its limit and it needs rest. It's about to go out on its own if I don't let it rest. I can't do anything. I can't get near Kodomina, nor get through that black mud. I'm not going to hold back on using the projection magic. If I can't move forward, I can reproduce Saber's sword again. It's sure I'll be able to slice through that black mud, and I can't go straight for Kodomina.
なんだそれで終わりか
Oh shit, sorry. The instant he speaks. Lots of mud come splashing toward me, telling me I cannot let myself stop. I raise myself and barely dodge the mud. The mud itself isn't too bad. It's slow compared to Sebi's Shinai, and it only comes where it's aimed, so it's easy to dodge. But that's only true when there's only one of them. I can't deal with tens of mud's attacks. The ones that come from behind me, the instant I dodge them. As a result, I can only move around. Even then, mud covers me bit by bit. There's no time to rest. I can't reproduce a sword like this. Projection magic tracing a weapon from the beginning requires at least 1 minute of concentration. If I show such an opening, I will melt down to my bones. The bones of my sword. The parts of my body covered with mud have lost sensation. The only good thing is that I don't feel any pain, but I won't know if I'm dead or not when the mud covers my whole body. I'm finished when that happens, and most of all, I'll have melted away by then. All I can do is run. I know it's only a matter of time even if I do, but I have to keep running for now. I won't have any luck getting near Kodomina while I'm dodging this mud. I can't get close now. Waiting behind Kodomina is a pool of mud. If there's any chance of getting near him, it will be when I do something about this mud. I can't believe it. Who on earth would trip at a time like this? Kodomina looks down at me like trash. He points his finger at me, and many snakes show their veins. I get up. I try to get up, but I fall again. I fall. I fall. The snakes are coming. But I still fall. Why? 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 Black mud comes from my neck. Why? Oh, I see why. My right ankle is unbelievably black. Am I dead? Is this a dead end?
そこまでか。少しは楽しめると期待したが、所詮は桐継の息子。つくづく益にならぬ連中だ。
I raise my head. I'm still conscious. My wrists and neck are held by mud like chains, but I still retain my senses.
なんでとどめを刺さない。
無論すぐ終わらせるとも。だがそれでは芸がなかろう。お前は桐継の贋作だからな。奴に受けた10年前の負債はお前の死で返してもらう。
The skin with mud on it's burning. It feels like acid is slowly seeping through the pores of my skin. I grit my teeth, bare it, and check on my right ankle. It's totally black. I can't feel it, nor can I move it at all. I'll have to take the mud out of my body or put magical energy into it to move the clotted blood in there. Either way, the moment I move it, all my muscle in my right ankle will be destroyed.
そうかよ。そりゃ構わないが、お前なんだってそこまで桐継を目の敵にするんだ。桐継に聖杯を壊されたことがよっぽど悔しかったのか。
なに、近親憎悪というやつだ。私と桐継は似ていたからな。奴の行為は全てが勘に触ったよ。ちょうどお前が私に嫌悪を抱くのと変わらない。
変わらない。
ふざけるな。桐継とお前が似ているなんて間違っても口にするな。
I raise my body up with my arms and glare at him. I don't know what's so funny, but he makes that evil smile.
なるほど。お前にとってはそうだ。何しろ奴は私を見逃すほどの善人だったからな。あの大火災を引き起こした私を倒しただけで命までは取らなかった。それが間違いだったことをお前は知っているはずだ。
Yes.
切り継ぐさえ私を殺しておけば、あの孤児たちは穏やかな日常を送れたのだろうからな。反論できまい。だが私にとってもそれは不快な事実だった。私がではない。あれほど冷酷な魔術師だった男が敵を助けたという事実こそが不快だった。
Oh yeah, okay, it's his fault for you being an ass. That again. Saber said it too that Kiritsugu was a great magus and that he would do anything to accomplish his goals. But that's...
だが、奴の過ちはそんなことではない。
I gotta hear him.
奴が犯した過ちはな、聖杯を壊しただけでこの戦いが終わったと思い込んだことだ。故に奴はお前に何も伝えず、聖杯戦争は終わったのだと楽観し、この呪いに侵されたまま人生を終えた。道家といえば道家だな。奴は自身を呪った私を見逃し、その果てに数年足らずで命を落とした。自分はことを成したと、聖杯戦争を終わらせたのだと勘違いの達成感を得たままでな。
Wait, that makes me... How did he not notice that Kirei... Wait, he must have known Kirei was alive. After all, I mean, they live in the same city, he's in the church and all that. I mean, I'm pretty sure Kiritsugu at some point at least get to see that. But I guess he didn't do anything, or he didn't know that Kirei did his shady things. That is what I assume, at least at this point. Hold on. Then what? Kiritsugu died because of this guy. And that peaceful face he had on that night of his death was...
そうだ。最後に聞いておこう。切り継ぐの最後はどうだったのだ、エミヤシロ。息子であるお前に後を託し、何やら満足していったわけか。なんという道家ぶりだ。何一つとしてなせず、息子であるお前に責任を押し付け、さぞ滑稽に消えたのであろうな。てめえ
！I kick off the ground. I draw my magic energy with my right foot and move it by force. I ignore my tearing muscle and run to him in all force like a dog.
そうだ。その程度の気概がなくては話にならん。
Koromine raises his hand toward a waterfall behind him. What is he thinking? That is a curse so strong that it's visible. You could call it magical energy specialized for destroying people. There's nothing you could do with it, as it cannot be reshaped or anything. Anybody that touches that mud will be stained with a strong curse and will be melted as if it is digested. In the process, the pain and fear before death remain as a magical energy and become the next curse to seek out living people. So if you die if you touch it. Anyone who touches it will die unless they can get the mud out of the body. The priest stuck his hand into the waterfall of mud, but he doesn't stop smiling.
褒美だ。切り継ぐと同じ末路をたどれ。
In his hand is a black darkness. I sense that it's something completely different, and the world is attacked by a sudden flash of light. The moment I realize that the light is from Saber's noble phantasm.
アンディマユ。
Oh, Angry Matthew! Are you here? What? The priest's word is instantly turned the world black. Her vision, blinded by the light, is filled with darkness. If she were conscious, she would have known it was the ultimate black light. Black light? I mean... You know, they kind of go contradiction to each other there, you know? The darkness was only for an instant. But this is not darkness, but a swarm of grain-sized curses. The darkness swept over her body away, and she regained consciousness from the unpleasant sensation. She gasps. The first thing she feels after consciousness return is pain. Skin that was protected by armor is burned. Her body is pierced and slashed, and she is in a miserable state.
そうか。私は
Lost to EA. She was cornered by Gilgamesh noble Fatas, could not block them, and took a hit from EA as well. She managed to offset it a bit with Excalibur, but her body is wounded too badly. The wound is healing without magical energy, but even the protection of the shield will not return her to normal instantly. There.
ここまでだセイバー。よもやその体でまだ敗北を認めぬなどと言わぬだろうな。
Screw you! Gilgamesh approaches without a scratch. Still on the ground, Saber looks up at her enemy. She cannot do anything right now. The man can do whatever he wants with her.
ギルガメッシュ、今の光は
In spite of that, this is what she worries about. That flash of light. That black darkness from the back of the compound that covered Earth for an instant. She does not want to think about it, but that darkness might have been aimed at Shiro.
今の光か。お前ならばわかろう。あれは極大の呪いだ。琴峰が聖杯から直接呼び出したのだろうな。聖杯の中にはこの世のすべてを呪うなどというものがあるのだそうだ。
Man, Anger Matthew, you're seriously... You need to take a shield with that stuff.
先ほどから見えているあのオダクはな、聖杯から漏れている残りカスに過ぎん。その本体を出されたのだ。お前のマスターとてもはやこの世にはおるまい。
そんなことは。
She concentrates all her power. She knows her body will not move, but she cannot abide just laying on the ground.
嘘だ。シローは生きている。まだちゃんと。
Suddenly, she still feels the connection with her master. It is weak and ready to go out, but Amiya Shiro is still alive, so she must go. If the enemy is something so unforeseeable, Shiro cannot match it. Using the warmth inside her, she tries to get up. But it was useless. Even the shield of the Holy Soul would require a few more minutes to heal her body.
もはや手遅れだ。おとなしくしていろよセイバー。お前が何をしようが次期聖杯は溢れ出す。10年前の再来だ。ただしこたびの義は俺ではなくお前に与えられたものだがな。
Looking up at the red burning sky, the golden knight smiles.
喜べセイバー。あれを浴びればお前も俺と同じになれる。この世で肉を持ち第二の生を謳歌できよう。
I guess he'd been too close with Kirei. 喜べしょ。
まあもっとも俺のように自我を保てるとは限らんが。
Saber looks up at her enemy in amazement. Saber can tell that the thing is a great curse. It is a magnificent cluster of magical energy, and any magic should be possible with that amount. If it were a caster using it, nothing would be impossible. But it's a double-edged sword. That thing can only curse people. If immersed in such a thing, even an heroic spirit would be unable to keep themselves together. That makes her realize the servant in front of her. This knight called the oldest king of heroes. He was swallowed by that pollution 10 years ago. So...
ギルガメッシュ、あなたは
He has gone insane already.
ほう、そう思うか、騎士よ。
Laughing, Gilgamesh looks down at Saber. His face looks crazy, and it suits him.
侮るな。 あの程度の呪い飲み干せなくて何が英雄か。
Yeah, well, you are bankers, that I do know.
この世すべての悪？はっ、俺を染めたければその3倍は持ってこい。
Well, your arrogance is pretty much on top of that.
良いかセイバー。英雄とはな、己が視界に入るすべての人間を背負うもの。この世のすべてなぞとうの昔に背負っている。
Saber gasps quietly at his words. She will never be able to come to terms with this heroic spirit. His arrogant thinking, his selfishness to consider himself the greatest, and his merciless nature that never think of others. This is different from the path of the King Shishu's, a set of beliefs that will never overlap with hers. But this man still is a king. She can say that with confidence. Of all the servants, this man is the only one who would be capable of keeping his sanity after being soaked in that vast curse.
そうだな。泥を飲ませるのはいいが、それで自我を失われては楽しみがない。どれ、今のうちに婚姻を決めておくか？
Okay, then you know I want specific flowers, I want the orchestra, I want the right place, and the honeymoon. Oh god, we can't miss the honeymoon with Gil. If we do that, I'm gonna fuck you over, which you probably want me to do already.
ギルガメッシュ、貴様。
What happening? Ah, he lifts up her by foot. Okay. That's kind of an awkward pose.
なんだ、手荒く扱われるのは趣味ではないか？ならば慣れておけ。女と食事に出し惜しみはしない主義でな。気の向くままに奪い、食らうだけだ。
Well. Held upside down, Saber glares at Gilgamesh.
サーバントとしてマスターに義理を立てているわけか。くだらんな。たかが霊樹の縛りでこの体をくれてやっていたとは。
それは違う。勘違いをするな、ギルガメッシュ。私は誰にも従わない。初めからこの体にそんな自由はないのだ。
ほう。ではどうあっても俺のものにはならないというのか。
His red eyes pierce Saber. There's no human emotion. He will kill if she disobeys. He will just kill her no matter how attached he was to her. These are his true feelings, Gilgamesh's truth. Saber stares back at Gilgamesh, not averting her gaze.
ギルガメッシュ、私は誰のものにもならない。私はすでに国のものだ。この身は女である前に王なのだから。
She does not say to anyone. She just says so, feeling the small warmth still within her body.
何を言うかと思えば。笑わせるな、セイバー。王にとって国とは己のものに過ぎない。何もかも支配できぬのならば王などという超越者は不要なのだ。
Jackass!
まったく。アーサー王よ。そんなだからお前は国によって滅ぼされたのだ。
The Golden Knight sneers at her immaturity. That brings back her determination.
ああ、その通りだ。だが英雄王よ。そんなだから貴様は自らの国を滅ぼしたのだ。
A roared yell full of spirit. Saber used her whole body to kick Gilgamesh in the face with her free leg. Gilgamesh lets go. Saber stays upside down and jumps using her arms.
男子を足毛に。おのれ。どうやら本格的にしつけられたいらしいな。セイバー
In your face, bro! It's just a prank. Okay. She closes her eye and looks within herself. That is why you were destroyed by your own country. She already knew that. She has heard those words over and over since she was summoned as Saber. But that man is different. He was mad like it was his own affair, but still, he thought that it was something to be proud of. So there's only one thing that must be done. Even if there's not the slightest chance of winning, she cannot stop here. While the warmth is still in her heart, she must run to her master as fast as possible. About 8 meters to Gilgamesh. She places herself at the best range she found earlier. Her body will not move as she wishes. Her legs do not have even a tenth of the original power, and the arms holding her sword are weak. She will fall without being able to block no matter what kind of a weak attack she receives. But there is no opening in Saber's stance, nor is there any hesitation.
一言聞いておくが
Gilgamesh has to prepare himself seeing her like that. The Golden Knight readies the EA and looks at his opponent.
それは正気か
Well, that comes from the right fucking person. Saber does not answer. Her eyes show her determination.
よかろうならば加減はなしだ
The air roars. The sword of separation, Ea. A sword set in ancient Mesopotamia that have divided and created the world. Gilgamesh's sword of separation roared to exterminate its enemy for sure this time. The swirl of air and the magic energy within is far exceed Excalibur.
消えろ目障りだ
Ea is raised. Saber raises her sword to match it. Giga Drill Breaker! Their gaze meet only for an instant. Gilgamesh's sword is swung. But Saber's sword falls without power as it unable to activate the noble phantasm. The light that cuts everything charges. Unable to do anything, she is swallowed by the light. The instant I'm swallowed by the darkness, hell is printed into my brain. The starting penalty is 5. Life penalty, body penalty, freedom penalty, fame penalty, fortune penalty. Give the penalty that extends so much punishment, mud, darkness, and malice. Elimination of human rights by castration, exile, execution. Torture and sadism upon the body through digestion. Denial by consciousness of the colony that eliminates all honor. Die. Scorn from judgment and selfishness that take away men's fortunes. Death penalty, penal servitude, imprisonment, custody, fine penalty. Crime from a grudge, crime from self-interest, unconscious crime, self-conscious crime, civil war, inducement, false statement, theft, robbery, kidnap, suicide, rape, arson, bombing, violation, negligent homicide, mass violence, death at work, overconfident accidents. Die, die, die. Misdiagnose, concealments, violation for benefits, violation for self-protection, violation for love, violation for respect, selfish fuck? What? Minecraft? Stealing, fraudulent fraud, concealment, murder, theft, crime, crime personal, grudge, attack, 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 attack. Dirty, dirty, you are dirty. Atone, atone, atone. Atone for every violence, every crime, every victim. Atone for everything. This world is ruled by something not human. Know the conscience to reform crimes. Know the penalty to reform crimes. People kindness is here. There is so much it cannot be noticed. Know the violence to hide crimes. Know the power to hide crimes. People's maligness is here. It is so rare that it is noticed. 100 kindness and 1 maligness. Maligness shines bright to keep the balance that exists as a great evil. To compete with the masses of kindness, the starting penalty is 5. For self, for self, for self, for self, for self. Inducement, false statement, theft, robbery. I can't even die. Well, this going bonkers, holy crap. My brain explodes. The mud eating away at my body remains and steals my warmth mercilessly. I'm crushed by the things seeping through all 5 senses. Darkness I cannot look at directly. Ugliness I cannot acknowledge. Crimes I want to run away from. Every crime of the people in this world. That is why I'm going to die. One trapped in this darkness will eat themselves to death from pain and hatred. But Kotomine said that this curse killed Kiritsugu. That fact knocked away every darkness. What? Warmth returns to my body. Blood through my beaten up body and makes it stand. It's only natural. Such a thing. And Miya Kiritsugu had been burdened with this for many years. Dude, do you tell me that Kiritsugu had this? Dude. He was pressed by the voices for atonement and died unable to fulfill his wish. He said he wanted to become a superhero. He ran around trying to help someone, but could not get anyone's permission for that. Yet, he still did what he could to pursue the ideals he had abandoned. In the end, he was relieved by something a kid said and nodded to himself that everything was okay. So I have to stand up. I relieved Kiritsugu and promised that I'd become one. If Amiya sure is really that superhero's son, then I can't let the bad guy beat me. Tosaka said I should win no matter what. Saber said he's an enemy that I must defeat. Even Kotomine said if I'm going to fight, I should put my life on the line. That's right. What else can I beat if I won't bet my life? From the beginning, I have nothing else to give. I leap desperate out of the dense black mud. I can hear his bewilderment. My throat is burning. My windpipe tears every time I breathe, and it feels like I'm swallowing pieces of glass. Holy shit! I don't care. Tears are welling up from anger. I'm going to go crazy from anger before I go crazy from the curse.
バカな。あれを振り払ったというのか、お前が。
Yeah, up yours, Kirei! Angry Mango have nothing on me! I push my body and run. I put one hand behind my back. I grab the dagger. Man, sorry.
呆れたな。あれから逃れたかと思えばその短絡思考。もはや万策尽きたというところか。
うるさい。初めから万策なんて持ってねえ。
I run. Kotomine sticks his hand into the waterfall behind him and extracts another clump of darkness.
ではサーバントの後を追うがいい。先の光はセーバーが破れたものだ。お前にはもはや誰の助けもない。
All my hesitation disappear. If I do reach Kotomine, I think his biggest mistake was that line. Because the command spell is on my left hand. It's the only proof I have. As long as my command spell exists, Saber exists. If she exists, she must have defeated Gilgamesh by now and she'll be heading over here. I think Saber will be angry if I don't greet her with open arms. So I will defeat you now, to fulfill the last promise I made with her. Darkness approaches. A great curse is released from Karumina's hand. My body melts away from my fingertips. I won't look away. If this is my role, there's still something I can do. Seriously? A dislocation runs through space. With a flash of light and a raw wind, the swirl of destruction is set loose from Ia. With that in front of her, Saber could not even use her noble phantasm. She lowers her sword and moves her body forward as if she's falling. The light approaches. She cannot avoid it with her injured legs. There's no shield in the world that could block Ia. A storm of light and a wind that will destroy everything in its path. Nothing can stand against the true name of Ia. That is a fact that cannot be changed. Yes, till a few hours ago. The one surprise is not Saber, but a golden knight bearing Ia. Ia is still emitting magical energy and bringing forth destruction. But Saber steps forward into that tumbling storm of light. Her armor screams out. Cracks run through every wall of magical energy protecting her. In the period shorter than a second that they endure the attack, Saber steps up to Gilgamesh and... She opposes Ia's destruction with the greatest power she is permitted. My god! Holy crap! Heat and light rumble widely. The crash of the greatest swords push against each other with pure power, creating a boundary in space. But is it not useless? Excalibur cannot beat Ia. Even if she approaches it at the risk of her life, she can only push back just a little. The balance easily favors Ia, and Excalibur's light is repelled back along with Saber. Readying Ia, the Golden Knight looks at the enemy approaching him again and puts magical energy into Ia. This will be it. He will totally annihilate Saber with all of his power. Ia turns reach to maximum speed and the light surrounding Saber mows down Excalibur. But just before that, Saber body jumps forward. A small space created by Excalibur, a place where she can take one more step. The instant she reaches it, a noble phantasm appears. The darkness becomes a raging wind to cover Miyashiro. There's no way to avoid it, and the concept of blocking is useless against a curse that paints space itself. Those swallowed by this darkness will be absorbed by it like the painted space. Body melting from the fingertips. Legs moving forward step onto empty space, and arms reaching out are already invisible in the black mud. Miyashiro will be eliminated from the outside. Attacked by feeling that his body is shrinking, Miyashiro still does not accept death. Without looking away, he rejects it with all his might. The darkness surrounding the body, the pain trying to melt the body, and the curse trying to melt the mind. But they are futile attempts. There's no way for me, a human, to resist the pollution. The body is still moving. The arms raised to grab something is still raised. But the mind is already destroyed. The mind is already painted in black, and the body should disappear into darkness as well. In that moment, why is that voice remembered? A light turns on in the darkness. The instant I realize the light is that light, Everything reverse. The hammers come knocking down. The mine accelerates, crackle with sparks, and creates a shape with unbelievable speed.
ドレス本
The spell to begin the projection is murmured in an instant. It is completed, omitting every step of manufacture. That is right. There's no need to reproduce it from scratch, because this shape was engraved in the body. It is perfect in memory as if it's part of Miyashiro's body.
あなたが私の鞘だったのですね。
The arm reaching out still moves. The weapon created with concentration of spellcasting is grabbed. The world changes completely as the darkness is destroyed by golden light, and in Miyashiro's hand is the perfectly reproduced shield of Saber. Go! Go! And like that, with Ia straight ahead of her, her noble fat task is activated. That which is released and scattered before is the holy sword sheath. No one knows what kind of divine mystery it's made from, but the sheath repels all light emitted by EA. No, it goes beyond the level of defending. It is complete isolation. The barrier of Fairyland that keeps out all filth from the outside lands. A complete world separated from this one that can never be reached. As Saber is protected by the shield of the holy sword, she is blocked off from all the matter in this world. The greatest protection in this world. The greatest that cannot be infringed by anything, not even by the 5 sorceries. For that reason, the sheet is named Avalon. All is a distant utopia. The place where King Arthur is said to have gone after his death. The utopia the king dreamed of that will never be reached. Gilgamesh see the death running up his spine. But he won't make it. The race ear will not stop turning, and Gilgamesh cannot manage to jump back. It is only natural. Who would even think that an attack with this much magical energy and this much power could be blocked?
おのれそのような小細工で
Blue clothes run in. There is no armor on Saber. She has released the armor protecting her, put the magical energy gain into her sword and...
X!
Saber!
Man, I'm getting shivers! Holy crap! There. Damn! All darkness is blown away the instant the sheath is grabbed. The darkness surrounding Miyashiro, the darkness containing his body, everything is dispersed. I like how both Kirei and Gilgamesh react pretty much the same. This is no reason to be surprised. The shield of the Holy Sword protects its possessor. The embodiment of the utopia she sought cannot lose to this dirty mud. He runs. At the moment he is released from the darkness, his speed is like that of a shooting star.
東映魔術貴様何者
The one overestimates their ability, and the one who cannot even spare to think about such a things. The difference is only an instant, but the instant that decides the outcome.
ことみねきれ
Still falling, Miyashiro runs on his hands as well. In one hand is the dagger. In a crouching position, running to the Black Priest. The sword of retribution is stabbed into the priest's chest. The priest turns slowly. God damn! Before that, stopping himself with his feet, and Shiro jumps back. The spinning body and all the magic left in his energy in his left hand, he takes it, and like a whirlwind, he the magical energy is poured into Aesop's sword along with his word of release. Damn! The golden sword was swung. She must not even have the energy to raise it back up. Saber keeps her sword and her face down. Slashed up, the man behold the knight that has defeated him. The sounds of wind echoes through the compound. The waves of light like a flood are no more. The two knights share no words as they place themselves in parting call. The battle ends. And the man sighs. He raises his weak hand and touches the cheek of the knight in front of him, as making sure she exists.
らしい女だ。最後までこの俺に歯向かうか。
In your face, dude.
The golden armor starts to fade away. The existence of the King of Hero is disappearing.
だが許そう。手に入らぬからこそ美しいものもある。
Well, that is true. His finger slips. His raised arm falls powerless to the ground.
ならばこそ俺がお前に敗れるは必定だったか。
He says it sullenly, and his final moments.
ではな、騎士王。いや、なかなかに楽しかったぞ。
He smiles ironically and disappears. Sparks fly onto the priest's uniform. The sparks are coming from the dagger in his chest. No chunks of flesh or blood are flying out. But still, the battle here is over as well. He doesn't even look at me. He's just looking down at the dagger in his chest in disbelief. The wind is blowing. The wind is coming from the void above, eliminates the sound around it. In the rumbling silence.
なぜお前がこの剣を持っている。
LanokirX murmurs in a clear voice.
それは俺のじゃない。遠坂から預かったものだ。
How long was he thinking? His eyes and the body that hasn't moved since the beginning of our confrontation finally moves.
そうか。以前気まぐれでどこぞの娘にくれてやったことがあった。あれは確か10年前か。
Ain't it ironic? The very same sword, dagger that you used to kill her father is now in your chest. That is the irony, and it's in your face.
なるほど。私も衰えるはずだ。
The body of the priest falls to the ground. I watch it all. He has talked about himself like it was someone else until the very end. And the priest sink into that which he summoned, that which he wished for. That is the end of the man called LanokirX, and the true end of the long battle. Holy damn! The enemy is gone, and I face the final large task. The black void in the sky. The mud has stopped, but its strange void is still beating. That is the Holy Grail. The omnipotent grail that would have been given the winner of this war. There's a wind blowing. Konamine is gone, and the power binding Ilya must have vanished. Ilya is now free of that void, and she's sleeping by my side. I don't know what condition she's in, but it doesn't seem like her life is in danger. She will wake up fine if I go home and have Tosika look at her. The war has ended. Nobody else is going to get hurt, and I won't lose anyone else. The masters are gone, and the servants will disappear as the tasks are over. I already knew this was going to happen. We climbed those long stairs together. Our parting is already done. All that is left is to close the curtains. I wait with an empty mind, looking up at the void. And she appears. She walks straight towards me, her figure unchanged since the first time I saw her. She stops close enough that I could reach out to her. There are no words to confirm her safety or to congratulate her to the victory. This was something that was already decided. So there's only one thing left to do.
聖杯を破壊します。それが私の役割です。
So saying, she starts to walk. The strong winds do not affect her as she approaches step by step. She must be in range. She quietly readies her sword and looks at the black void. I stare at her back. I clench my fist hard, bit my lip, stiff with the words about to come out of my mouth, and engrave her figure into my memory. And then...
マスター、命令を。あなたの命がなければ、あれは破壊できない。
With her back to me, she tells me to use my last command spell. Saber will disappear once the Grail is destroyed. No, as she will destroy the Holy Grail, she will never again become a servant. Saber became a servant because she sought the Holy Grail. Destroying the Holy Grail out of her own will means destroying her contract as well. If she destroys the Holy Grail, she will end her life as the king.
シロ、あなたの声で聞かせてほしい。
Saber's voice. Every time I hear it, I want to scream, to tell her not to go. I want to scream for her to stay here. But that's something I should not do even for the sake of my life. I love Saber. I want her to be happier than anyone else, and I want to be with her forever. But if I truly love her, that's wrong. I loved Saber as she continued to fight even after getting hurt. She was a girl who discarded everything, was filled with injuries, and yet still protected all the way through. If I consider that beautiful and want to protect it, I cannot destroy her life just for my own selfishness. She was born as a king and lived as a king. That will not change no matter what. From the time she swore to carry the sword, the girl became a king and nothing else. That is her pride. She ran through the battle so that in her final moments she would be able to believe in her path was the right one. The dream of the girl Arturia. The mind that chose to be king over her own life, to fight. Even after she learned it would be unrewarded, she still clasped the sword and defended the oath of the king. For many years, I cannot do anything to dishonor the pride that she held until the time of her death.
セイバー、その責務を果たしてくれ。
I say so with a flood of emotions. An overflowing light. The void in the sky is cut half by the light and dispersed without a trace. There is nothing left. The destroyed mountain is now a flat field. Dawn is in the distance. The horizon is shining in gleaming gold. My left hand hurts. My last command spell disappears. That makes me accept that the curtains have been drawn.
これで終わったのですね。
あ、これで終わりだ。もう何も残ってない。
そうですか。では私たちの契約もここまでですね。あなたの剣となり、敵を討ち、近江を守った。この約束を果たせてよかった。
そうだな。セイバーはよくやってくれた。
Nothing more needs to be said. Saber is far away, and I do not run to her. The morning sun rises. The halted wind begins again. A gold that seems lost forever in it.
最後に一つだけ伝えないと。
She says in a voice filled with determination.
ああ
I reply like always with my best bluff. Saber's body wavers. She is facing me. She looks straight at me in a voice without regret.
シロ、あなたを愛している。
No! Says those words. Wind blows. I close my blinded eye and open them again. I don't think there's any surprise. I kinda saw this coming, that our party would be like this. An open field fills my eyes. As the wind blew, the night disappeared. Just as she appeared, leaving no trace.
本当にお前らしい。
There's no regrets in my voice. I squint at the rising sun, keeping everything I lost close to my heart. I stare at the horizon, wishing never to forget and for it to never fade away. A distant land glowing in sunlight, resembling the golden fields she ran through. Epilogue. My God. God. Are you serious? My feelings, man. You can't do this to me like that. Oh, God damn it. Seriously? Oh, nej. Fuck. I hear a sound. I hear the sound of the old, heavy rusted door of the shed open. Light come into the dark shed. I start to wake up.
先輩、起きてますか？
Hey, is that you, bitch? I don't even need to check who's here. Oh, so it's time already. Taking a breath, I open my eyes.
おはようございます、先輩。そろそろ時間ですよ。
そうみたいだ。おはよう、さくら。起こしに来てくれてサンキューな。
Oh yeah, isn't your brother dead? Good, no more Shiji.
いえ、お礼を言われることじゃありません。先輩ならきちんと起きてくれるって分かってましたから、私は余計なことをしただけなんです。
そっか。けど、ならなんでわざわざ起こしに来てくれたんだ？
わざわざじゃありません。今朝は先輩を起こしたくなって、いつもより30分も早起きしたんです。
What?
今日は特別な日ですから。
That reminds me. That's right, today's a special day.
さくら、聞くまでもないと思うんだが、藤根はまだ来てないよな。
はい、内村先生はまだ。あ、でもイリアちゃんは先に来てます。
Yeah, Ilya's here still. Woo! As I thought, Ilya being the only one here means one thing.
まずい。さくら、すまないんだけど、朝食の支度を頼む。俺、ひとっ走りして藤根を叩き起こしてくる。
はい、ご苦労様です、先輩。
What's going on? Fortunately, I worked last night as well, so I'm still in my work clothes. It's good I can go outside without having to change.
10分で戻るから、あとはよろしく頼む。
はい、任せちゃってください。あれ、シロ起きてる。
なあ、今起きた。ちょっと藤根を起こしてくるから、さくらの手伝いをしてやってくれ。
Patting Ilya on her shoulder, I head to the front entrance.
やられた。もう、シロは私が起こしに行くって言ったでしょ。さくら
Ilya runs to the shed screaming. Such a scene isn't that unusual now. Ilya said she wouldn't go back to her country, so I consulted Fujine to see if I could keep her at my place. Fujine really objected, said her house was better, and ended up taking Ilya in. Since then, still staying at the Fujimura house, Ilya comes attacking with Fujine at morning and night. Needless to say, the target is breakfast and dinner. Oh, see, Fujine adopting Ilya? Oh, that is cute as fuck. Come on. It's been 2 months since they started living together, and they seem to be in union now. When I walk past the shed area, I hear voices over the wall. It's Sakura and Ilya talking. I thought Ilya would not get along with Sakura since Ilya has that really unreserved personality. But I was wrong. The two consist of the energetic Ilya and the quiet Sakura getting along well even though they are rather noisy. In fact, Sakura is regaining her spirit because of Ilya. Sakura stopped smiling when her brother Matoshiya disappeared and was considered missing. Well, you shouldn't! Sakura, you should smile that he's gone! She must have vaguely understand the connection with the mass coma incident at school. She was worried about the missing Shinji and Mop for a long time. It was Ilya who forcibly made Sakura get over it, and Sakura regained her cheerfulness when Ilya is around.
Sakura, 笑えるようになったよな。
Yeah. I'm purely happy for that, because that soft smile certainly suits her. Down, down, down.
ひどいよ、イリアちゃん。何があっても起こしてって臨時ボーナスまであげたのに。
Fujine scarfs down breakfast while crying.
当然よ。タイガーを待ってたら私まで遅れるし、給金分は義理を果たしたわ。あれ以上の働きを要求するなら臨時じゃなくて基本給をアップさせることね。
むむ。私だけじゃなくおじい様からももらってるくせに、どうしてこの子は主戦度なのかしら。若い頃からお金にうるさいと周りの子に嫌われちゃうぞ。
嫌われて結構よ。好きな人以外なら何を思われても関係ないもの。それよりタイガー、貸したお金ちゃんと返してよね。給料日5日前だったんでしょ。
Well, that is true. I mean, better only care about people that you like, I think. And somehow this is pretty funny considering Taiga's dojo that these two are together like this.
なんでそんなこと知ってるのよ、あなた。
タイガに聞いたわ。お望みなら明細まで話してあげてよ。
Raiga? That sounds familiar. I think have I heard that? Ilya smiles daringly. In contrast to Sakura, Ilya and Fujine do not get along well. And to add, Ilya gets really mean when she faces Fujine. That smile right now is like that certain someone.
返済は明日までね。できなかったらタイガのお小遣いから引いていくから。
My God.
おじい様、そんなことまであなたに話したの？
ええ、お昼はずっと一緒だもん。タイガね、タイガより可愛いって褒めてくれたわ。
Ah, is that her grandfather, Raiga? Raiga and Taiga.
どうしてくれるのよ、シロ。この子とんだ悪魔っ子じゃない。このままじゃ藤村組が乗っ取られるわ。
Oh, well, shit happens. Actually, more than that. You were still getting allowance at that age? I wouldn't mind if I got allowance still
いって
today.
らっしゃい、シロ。今日は早いんでしょ。ならここで待ってるからすぐに帰ってきてね。
努力する。留守番よろしくな、イリア。
いっそのことここの子になっちゃえ、バカ。
Fujine sulks about hiding behind my back.
はいはい、タイガも気を引き締めなさいよね。外でシロに迷惑かけちゃダメなんだから。
Ilya easily turns aside her remark. The power relationship must already be at the position where Fujine can't push back by force.
じゃあ先に行ってるけど、のんびり歩いて遅刻しちゃダメよ、シロ。
Brrr, leaving the sound of exhaust, Fujine disappears like a bullet. Fujine got her license a month ago. Since then, her tardiness has decreased considerably, but she has received another nickname of Rocket Tiger. I mean, Rocket Diver, that only she doesn't know about. Man, I hope there will be a Taiga in FGO where she will go there on a scooter like... That would be so cute. I stretch out and take a deep breath. Sakura's gone to school already. Seeing how she was eating a large bowl of rice today, it seems she's in a really high spirit. Today is a big day for the archery club. Sakura must be enthusiastic to work hard as the co-captain of the archery club. Let's go to school. Today is April the 7th. There's the school entrance ceremony and the season is past the cold winter and already into spring. Oh, look at the Sakura apple! It's been 2 months since then. It feels like a lot has changed since she has gone away. But I think the changes are trivial. Winter ended and spring came. That's all that changed. I feel like I've grown up a bit, but it's not like that it caused me to be any different. So not much has changed. And Miyashiro is clumsily running after Kiritsuga as usual.
Ohayo, Emiya-kun. Asa kara kao o awaseu nante kigu ne.
Hey, Rin! I'm happy you and your anus is still alive! God!
おっす。今日もいい天気だな、登坂。
I raised my hand and greet her.
けど奇遇か？ここ最近よくニアミスするだろう。ああ、いや、そりゃ今までこう頻繁に出くわすことはなかったけど。
出くわすってあなたね。
Tosses a glass at me as if I'm happy about something. I don't think it's good to send an aura of enmity first thing in the morning.
登坂、もしかして登校時間変えたのか？前はもうちょっと遅かっただろう。早すぎず遅すぎずって時間だった。
Get a reading, boy. You're trying to match your time.
そんなことないわよ。今まで顔を合わせなかったのは空前でしょ。知ってる？エミヤ君と私の家、きっかり正反対の位置にあるの。だから普通に起きて普通に坂を降りれば、ここで顔を合わせるのは当然ってわけ。
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
へえ、それは初耳だ。そっか、それなら確かに。
Wait, hold on. That's only if we do the same things around the same time. For Tosaka to come to this intersection at this time, she would have to go up at 6. But that's early in the morning!
登坂、お前眠くない？
I asked her directly.
何よその言い分。私は眠くもないし無理もしてないわ。なんだってそんなこと聞くわけ？あなた。
いや、お前朝弱かったから。寝不足で学校に行くと化けの皮が剥がれるぞ。授業中に居眠りなんかしたら大変だ。下手に起こそうものなら寝起きの悪魔みたいな顔した登坂が暴れるんだからな。
Like, I will kill all the disturbance of my sleep kind of thing.
そんなことしないわよ。たかだか30分の早起きで深くなんて取るものですか。
ほら早起きしてるじゃないか、やっぱり。
ああ、人の起床時間なんてどうでもいいでしょ。つまんない詮索をしてる暇があるならさっさと学校に行きなさい。
Tosaka gets angry while looking away. Her excuse is plausible, so I stop my greeting her and we resume our way to school. Youth, you know? The springtime of youth is gushing through my veins. We go up the hill. The streets and houses below me have all changed to show the coming of spring. The wind is comfortable and the cherry blossom flowers flutter down occasionally from the school on top of the hill. Everything that can be seen and felt is pleasant.
何？今週はほとんどバイトなの？まあ、エミヤ君の時間だから文句はないけど、そんなんで体壊さない？
いや、今日ぐらいは休みをもらったよ。弓道部で新入部員の歓迎会をやるっていうから、イリアを連れて遊びに行こうかなと。
なんかさりげにすごい度胸してるわよね、あなたって平気な顔してイリアを学校に連れて行くあたり大物だわ。
Always.
なんかまずいか？イリアだって暇つぶしになるって喜ぶと思うんだが。
まずいわよ、まずいけど、そういうことなら私もお邪魔しようかな。イリアがいるなら退屈しないし、何より危なっかしくって放っておけない。
Or is it because Shira is there, eh? I'm thankful that she says that. It's Tosaka, not Sakura or me, that understand Ilya the most. There's the fact that she periodically take care of Ilya, but more importantly, Ilya and Tosaka are natural born magi. I think Tosaka would be a good teacher for Ilya. She doesn't quite realize what it's like to live as magus while hiding the fact. Thus, things are settling into the way they should be. The damage from the Holy Grail Boy is almost completely restored by the new priest dispatched by the church, and our everyday life has returned without problems. There are certainly things that we lost and will not return, but the wounds have slowly healed, and I should be happy about the regrets fading away.
けど意外だったな。
And then, Tosca murmurs in a serious tone while looking down at the town below her.
意外だったって何が？
私、シロはもっと落ち込むと思ってた。しばらくは立ち直れないだろうなって思ってたのよ。
That is about the girl that isn't here anymore. It's been 2 months since then. It's about the golden-haired girl that we talked about for the first time since then.
そうだな。俺もそうなるだろうって思ってた。その後のことなんて考えるだけでどうかしそうだった。
けど蓋を開けてみればシロったら今まで通りだったでしょ。落ち込むどころの話じゃなくて、次の日にはもうケロリとしてた。その時にね、こいつ大丈夫かなとも思ったのよ。うまく言えないんだけど、次の日にはあっさり事故で死んじゃうような雰囲気だった。
なんだそりゃ。なんで平気なのにあっさり死ぬんだよ。
そういうこともあるの。人間ってのはね、何かの手違いで一生涯の目標を叶えちゃうと、それでぽっくりいくものなのよ。
Well, that wouldn't be good.
もう生きるのはいいやと思った途端、赤信号なのに車が突っ込んできたり、あっさりと階段から落ちたりするんだから。
Well, then I'm never gonna reach my goals. I gotta keep on living forever. Okay, Tosca's metaphor is difficult to understand. She might want to say something about peaceful death and going to heaven or something.
だから私はそれが心配だった。ああいう時はね、いっそ派手に落ち込んでくれた方が周りは安心するものなの。
なんだ。じゃあ落ち込んでたら慰めてくれたのか、小坂。
まさか。背中に蹴り入れて一日で立ち直らせてやったわよ。それができなくて残念だって話。
She looks away in displeasure. Her gesture looks so funny that I laugh.
何よ、おかしい？
いや、とにかく遠坂らしい厳しいセリフだったんで安心した。
We both walk on, look up at the spring sunlight. The hill is long, and it looks as if it continues on the endless blue sky. And as if saying something trifling.
じゃあもう未練はないんだ。セイバーがいなくなってもさ。
Tosca murmurs while looking up at the sky.
ああ、未練なんてきっとない。
It's not a bluff, and I say so with a calm state that even surprised me. There is no regrets, and I don't have anything I forgot to tell her. That parting contained everything. What I wanted to do, what she dreamed of. It was a competition of our determination, and maybe I should have taken her hand and granted her dream. But there was something we both felt was beautiful, and we desperately protected it until the very end. There's nothing to feel regret about, as she has probably ended her time. I cannot remain in this reminiscence forever.
ほー、シローの中では決着をつけたってことね。だから落ち込むこともなく、 思い出に浸ることもないってわけ。
ああけど今も夢に見る。これから先もずっとあいつのことを思い出すよ。いつか記憶が薄れて、あいつの声もあいつの仕草も忘れていく。それでもこんなことがあったと、セイバーっていうやつが好きだったってことだけはずっと覚えてる。
Tosuke doesn't say anything, but for some reason she looks happy and starts to walk as if she's skipping.
どうしたんだよ、遠坂。そんなに急いで。なんかあったのか？
別に、ただ早く学校に着きたいなって。さあ、そういうわけだからシローも急ぐ。のんびりしてると置いてくわよ。
Turning around, Tosuke starts running up the
な
hill.
んだあいつ。朝弱いくせに無理して。
Get a clue, dude. Grumbling, I throw the bag over my shoulder and starts to run. It's still 7:30. It's too early a time for a student not involved in any club activities. But I guess there's nothing wrong with being early. Running up the road that seems to go up into the sky, I reach the school earlier than usual. Today is the day the new year starts. If I'm to celebrate it, I have to shake off my old memories and hurry up. Traces will never go away, even if I almost cry from the vacancy in my heart. Blue sky is in the distance. It feels so close, yet I cannot grab it even if I reach out with my hands. I looked up at the star before, the stars that I cannot reach and the wishes that will not be granted. There's nothing we have been able to leave behind for each other. Therefore, traces and memories will disappear someday. But still, even if we will not reach her, there shall be something that will remain in our hearts. There is nothing that remains in our hands, but we live the same time and look up at the same things. If I can remember that, I can believe that we can be together, even if we are far apart. I can assent that there are things that will go away. There are also things that will not go away. That is why I will keep running for now. If I aim for the distance, there should become a day when I will be able to reach out what I have been aiming for. Winter has passed and it's spring, the season of new beginnings. And the blue sky that she has also seen. I keep running up the hill. The battle has ended. Her last battleground, the battle that was fought between the split halves of her country, ended with the king's victory. The night is running. The battle has ended. The blood-red sun has already set, and the darkness of the night is already ruling over the battlefield. The hill, covered with corpses and filled with curses, crying out to try to take the survivors with them. Through it all, the knight runs panting. A rein is in the knight's hand, and the wounded white horse earnestly follows him. The only survivor of this knight and his horse is Bediver. And this one knight that is lying on the white horse's back.
Oh, Asao, こちらに.
He must be wounded himself, but the knight runs through the battlefield with all his energy. The king he is serving is on the verge of death. The king has defeated the enemy king's in personal combat, but the king received a fatal wound as well. The wound is fatal even in the knight's eye. The king that they have served will soon reach death.
お気を確かに。あの森までたどり着けば必ず。
His desperate calls out, or possibly the knight may have really believed it, that their king is immortal, that as long as the guidance of the Holy Sword is there, the king would never die. He breathes hard, passes over mountains of corpses, and heads for the forest that is not covered in blood. He knew of the king's immortality. Therefore, he believes that the king's wound will heal if he escapes this cursed battlefield and make it to a pure place. No, he could only believe so. He believed his own king, unlike other knights. The king was isolated in the court, alienated by the knights, and was feared by the people. But the king did not show emotion even in such a situation, always stayed as an ideal, and the knights felt pride in his young king. He did not serve his country. He had entrusted his sword, struggled to be of power, and made his way to be a personal guard of the king as a young man, because it was this king, the masked king, the boy who tried to allow no personal feeling and to be fair. He might have hoped to be able to see King's true face if he went near the king. He just wanted to see the king's true expressions. Not the face he puts on during battle or in the castle, but a real smiling face of a human. He should appear in the court when he has been released from his duties. No matter how perfect the king is, he cannot strain his mind 24 hours a day. But that thinking proved wrong. The only thing he found out was the truth contrary to his expectation. He has made it to the rank of Imperial Guard and was able to guard beside the king. He guarded the king closer than any other knights and kept watch on the king's behaviors. But still, it did not happen even once. His king never smiled. Since when did he feel anger towards it? The king has accomplished so many great deeds and has accrued much glory. But in fact, the king never showed a peaceful face. He could not approve of that fact. He wanted to believe such a thing should not be allowed. That is why he wished for his king to be awarded the light. But he has yet to accomplish that. The king is still isolated. That is why the knight continuously did not approve of the king's death. He cannot end it here. He thinks that this great king is not rewarded enough for his action.
おう、今はこちらに。すぐに兵を呼んでまいります。
It is better there. In the forest he reaches, the knight lays the king by a large tree. The situation is a race against time. It takes half a day no matter how much he hurries to get to the port where his own army is left. Anyone with an eye would be able to tell if the king's life will last till the morning or not.
どうかそれまで辛抱。必ず兵を連れて戻ります。
He salutes the unconscious king and runs to his white
ベリ
horse.
ビエール。
Before that, the king should have been unconscious called out his name.
おう、意識が戻られましたか。
少し夢を見ていた。
A faint voice, but that voice seems warm to the night.
夢ですか。
He goes out as if to search. The king's consciousness is not certain. He should go back into the darkness unless he replies so.
そうだ。あまり見たことがないのでな。貴重な体験をした。
それは。では、どうぞお気遣いなくお休みください。私はその間に兵を呼んでまいります。
A gasping sound. It sounded as the knight said was unexpected.
おう。何かご無礼な点でも。
いや、そなたの言い分に驚いた。夢とは目を覚ました後でも見れるものなのか。違う夢ではなく、目をつむればまた同じものが現れると。
Now it is Knight's turn to be surprised. He stutters but replies even though he knows it's a lie.
はい。強く思えば同じ夢を見続けることもできるでしょう。私にも経験があります。
Such a thing is not possible. What happens only once and cannot continuously is what people call a dream. But the knight lies in spite of that. He apologizes that this will be the first and last dishonesty he will perform towards the king.
そうか。そなたは博識だな。ベリビエール。
The king murmurs as if impressed. His face still looking down and does not even look up at the knight. The king breathes so softly that can barely be heard, and quietly.
ベリビエール。 我が命権を持て。
The king gives his last order in a faint voice.
良いか。この森を抜け、あの血塗られた丘を越えるのだ。その先には深い湖がある。
Damn it.
おう、それは。
The knights know what that means. The sword of the lake. To let go of the sword that was the proof of the king, and what protected the king means the end of the king he has served.
行くのだ。ことを成し得たのならばここに戻り、そなたが見たことを伝えてほしい。
The king doesn't knock back his order. The knight takes the whole sword and goes over the hills with his indecision still in mind. And the knight hesitated, returning his sword for 3 times. The lake was certainly there, but he just could not throw the sword in it. If he threw the sword in, his king will disappear. The knight is unable to throw away the sword from his unwillingness to part with the king, and the knight turns around and returns to the king. The king repeats to the knight. As the knight lies to the king and that he has thrown away the sword, the king only replies to follow his command. To disobey the king's command is a great sin for a knight. But still, he disobeyed the king's orders twice. He was reluctant for the king's life when he faced the lake. But that comes to an end. As the knight figures out he cannot change the king's decision, he throws the sword into the lake on his 3rd visit. The holy sword returns to the lake. A white hand appearing from the water receives the sword, and after going through the sky 3 times, the holy sword vanishes from this world. And the knight finally accepts it, the king's end, that the duty that was too long has finally ended. After crossing the hill 3 times, the forest is covered in morning sunlight. The battlefield is afar. In the pure light mist that does not show any trace of bloody battle.
湖に剣を投げ入れてまいりました。剣は湖の夫人の手に。
The king opened his eyes at the knight's words.
そうか。ならば胸を張るがよい。そなたはそなたの王の命を守ったのだ。
The knight nods silent to the voice facing death. Everything has ended. Chaos in his country will continue. The battle will not end, and the day of ruin will come around soon. But the battle of the king has ended. She has fulfilled her duty until the very last moment. The light disappears. Finish her task as her last string disappears from her body.
すまないな、ベリビエール。今度の眠りは少し長く。
As if going to sleep slowly, she gradually closes her eyes. The morning sunlight fills the area. The forest stands there quietly, and his king goes into a long sleep. The knight keeps watching over her figure, the king that he wished for. A lonely king that was seen off by just one knight. But her face is what he wished for, a peaceful sleep. In her last moment, the king has obtained peace that she never had been able to obtain. He was just happy about that fact. The knight thanks to someone who has given her peace and proudly watches over his king. The heaven is far and the clearing sky is blue. The battle has truly ended.
見ているのですか、アーサーを。
His murmurs rise through the wind, as if sinking to the endless blue, the king that went into sleep.
夢の続きを。
Sorry. Is it... Man, I'm breaking down. God. The battle is over. Let us put our sword down and rest a momentary of peace. Of those only a warm dream. A new dawn. The day continue on. And we're still following the same as someone before. God. Holy crap. My god. Oh. Seriously, this was... Oh god. I didn't... Fucking shit. I didn't think I'd start bowling like this right now. God. Oh, nah. This... Sorry, but I'm a big crying baby, so here we go. The floodgate is open. This have been... I said it have been amazing, seriously. It have been so many episodes, so many hours, and we finally got through the entire thing, and here I am crying because the ending is literally just god damn it. What really hitting me with this ending is that when Saber turned around and said that she loved Shiro, and then talk about this dream and wonder if she was gonna have this dream again. And that is just wrecking my heart. God damn. I'm not good at handling this kind of stuff, seriously. Oh god. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But my god. This has been an amazing... Oh, there's a different background now. Oh god. But seriously, this has been amazing. Seriously, I mean, I can understand what people really enjoy. Even if I've been complaining about stuff and all that. But in the end, I think the entire story, about the characters, the concept, it all just fell together really amazing. And I love that. It's been a wonderful story. So many things. I mean, it's been a long journey. I know I've been very slow, and I'm so sorry for that, but I am a slow person, and I have many things on my mind and lots of my own problems and struggles, but being finally able to go through this entire thing, it has been amazing, and I'm thankful for every one of you that have been following through this and commented and supported me through this, and hopefully been enjoying this as well, because I've been enjoying this super much. It has been amazing. I could never imagine years back when I started with YouTube and all that I would read a visual novel like this, to watch this and listen and take part of this story and feeling these emotions I do right now, because holy crap. I'm sorry, but I am a big crybaby. I get my emotions is like everywhere right now. I'm just going. It has been amazing, and I must say this ending. It was sweet, but it also so It really just rammed right into your into the heart, and like stabbing it over and over again. It has been amazing, and I'm happy to go through this. I'm happy, and I'm thankful for DP Jaman for giving me this version, and for everyone that did suggest this way back, and getting through all of this. It's has been amazing journey, seriously. and I'm thankful for this. So thank every one of you that have been watching this with me. Thank every one of you for all the support that be coming, and hopefully for the support in the future as well. I feel kind of empty now knowing I finished Fate Stay Night Division novel. I'm always like this. As soon as ending a manga and anime or stuff like that, I'm just starting to fucking break down because I'm such a silly fucker. I am. But I will be back with more. So thank everyone for watching. See you later on. And most of all though, have a continued super great day. Have it awesome. Reach for the blue sky.